Yes, man. A little bit different change of the music there. What is going on? My name is Gerald Peters, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, I believe that life is a trade. I also believe that anybody, regardless of age, race, or your financial situation, I believe you can become financially free, if not rich, in the next 7 to 10 years. But you got to put yourself on a path, a straight path. You got to have a plan. You got to have a process, man. That's what I try to show people on my channels, on my social, what it is I do. And one of my passions and one of the things that I do is I trade stocks. And I put in a considerable amount of time in it. We follow the stock market. If you hit that QR code right there, go to thepetersreport.com, get on there for free. We also have a premium list. And listen, I checked. I'm 4 away from hitting a milestone number that I told everybody on the MFG trade desk that I was going to be doing something nice for them, getting them something really nice for their hard work and effort and helping me put out premium content, the trade of the week, the videos, keeping track of 200 plus stocks and the 7 wins. And we're going to get into that. I'm going to give you a little bit of free. And often on Sunday, the purpose of Sunday is simply just to install faith in you. That the faith, Bible says faith is a grain of mustard seed. That's tiny. But listen, in the stock market, the edge that we have is MFG traders. The edge that I have is that the stock market always goes up 70% of the time. 71 is actually what I say in the newsletter. Now, that's give or take. And yeah, 30% to 29%, it's going down. But because it goes down and because we can track what I believe is a fractal pattern just in my own crazy head as a YouTuber, believe, and I'll tell you how I came to this story. One day, I'm in a casino and I'm playing cards and the dealer would come on and man, we would have a great hand and we would just stack chips, stack the bag, making racks and packs, and we would stack them. And then all of a sudden, it was like something changed in the card, something changed in the mojo, or maybe the casino changed the dealer, or someone got up from the table. Something happened that changed. And man, as I began to think about this same time, I was reading some content. I was reading a book by a guy named Stan Weinstein. I'm going to Google old Stan here. See what comes up. Stan Weinstein. Man, I hope they don't connect him to the other Weinstein. Right there, Secrets for Profiting in Bull and Bear Markets. Now, that book, honestly, didn't teach me a lot, but what it got me, what it gave me, what it provided for me, what it imparted to me, if anything, what it imparted to me, one was understanding how moving averages work, seeing the big picture, but really what I think Stan didn't catch on to was that it was fractal. And he was really a proponent of teaching the 4 stages of price movement. Now, people have been teaching this before, but we ain't got to go back that far, and they haven't been. Okay? The stock market, as far as producing content and writing and pushing things out, started with Dow Jones. A guy named Dow and a guy named Jones. That's where you get the name Dow Jones from, which now has become a publication. I put out a thing called the Peters Report. He put out a thing called the Dow Jones Report. And they would telegraph it. I'll email it, text message it. I got a private text message group with my friends and family, people in the MFG. If I make a move, I text them like this right here. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. That's the other thing. It's the core of the money flow, man. We don't know what's going to happen. But I just know that I'm playing a game of percentages. Now, notice this on this chart. I've been doing this for 5 years, coming on and saying, look, left to right. And this is like a channel. Hold on. For my stock junkies out there, I'm a chartist. I probably put too much on the chart sometimes. I want to show you the channel. I took off everything else we had on here. but I'm constantly drawing channels and I'm constantly connecting bottoms, okay? And all I'm trying to gauge is the probability and avoid the gambler's fallacy. And as a trader, if the time gets smaller, because it can. See, the money flow trading system, the strategy that I'm going to talk to you about, this strategy is based around the concept of a fractal pattern, and fractals are never ending. This is why Bitcoin works. You don't have to buy a Bitcoin. You can buy a 0.00000000 of a Bitcoin. It's fractal. That's his time, man. We created the 7-day week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year. We made that up to make some kind of sense of the chaos, from chaos to cash. That's what the money flow's doing. All right. That is what this here, the Peters report, I'm working on it right now, comes out every Sunday night. Between 10 p.m. and midnight. Hopefully I don't do any drinking. You can see some of the videos have already started changing. I've updated the trade log. So I'm working on it throughout the day. And I'm tracking the markets. Market index status, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, technology, oil, bonds, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Look at. Okay, so look. What is this chart showing you? Left to right, right? And it's almost like a channel here. And look at this. The RSI is not even extreme. This is why I haven't taken down any of my leverage positions. We still got plenty of room. Market's still climbing higher, guys. See, but what we'll do is we'll go, oh, but it might turn. And we'll start to think about things that are not as if they are. And you'll start to get out of a stock going up, and you'll try to buy one that's going down. Makes no sense. Here's the S&P on a weekly chart. What do you see? Left to right. Notice that pattern? Yeah. Had a little bit over here. What was that? Looks like it was opportunity to me. Now, just gauging this chart. How much of the time is this compared to this? It's about 70-30. Roundabout. Yeah, it's just a roundabout, okay? It's just a roundabout pattern. Let's go monthly. This takes us back to 2010, the year of our Lord, 2010. What do you notice? Left. Okay, now listen. All my life, this has been the pattern. Left to right, left to right, left to right. Let's go on a 1 minute. You say, Gerald, come on, bro. 1 minute. Yeah, man. Let's take it down to a 1 minute. This is the triple leveraged NASDAQ. This is what I trade, baby. Triple leveraged. Watch. And so as I'm trading this triple leveraged, what am I looking for? Left to right. That's what I'm looking for. I start off. My default is trade left to right. And then to what? To trade a fractal pattern. Look at this. You see that? I'm going to draw you something. And you just, I'm going to give you a chance just to look at it, okay? I'm going to turn the music on. If you get my chart pack, you can see a lot of these. You go to stockcharts.com and you go to public chart lists and you search for MFG. All right. Now, could we have caught that one and this one and that one and this one. Now watch this. Now, if you're watching this is a 1 minute chart. I'm going to blow it up, man. I'm going to listen. I'm going to blow this up to the music. And you see the pattern behind me. Tell me if you see it on the chart. The moral of the story, of course, you see it, right? You see the pattern. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know zones that have been before tend to be sticky zones on the way back up, because where price has been before, it tends to stop. When it stops, it tends to become a spot for a possible profit target. If you're short-term swinging, you take your money, take the trade down. If it continues through, good. We might add it back to it. And that's where you get bang, ride it up, take it down, boom, put it back up, ride it down, take it down. And you say you can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do that, man. You can do that. This is the time continuity, the fractal nature of time. A fractal is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar against different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over and over again in an ongoing feedback loop driven by recursion. Fractals are images of dynamic systems. What this is. And I know that sounds like a crazy way to think about it. But man, I promise you, if you sit and just think on that for a minute, save that. No. Hey, if you want to trade with me, get with me. We do that stuff kind of live. It's just me and you. Or me, you, and up to a few other people. You can hit me up, man. Text me. You know what's up. You can get a hold of me easily. Ooh, look at that doji. There's our breakout. Boom. What's this? That's where we started taking it down. This is the other day when we opened with a big gap. We were on the MFG trade desk, and I said to them, let me pull this up. You guys are on here, right here. This is a 5-minute chart, the TQQ. Do you see a money flow pattern? Sideways up, sideways down, sideways up, sideways down, sideways up, sideways down, sideways up. Boom. Now, this would have been carried over. So you got to decide, are you going to take that risk of carrying it over or no? Shoot, you could have been up in the parade. You could have been up in the trade. You could have put on some hedge against the trade. Just saying. Trade margin, remember. Boom, opens up. Start taking some of that money down. Bring kind of in line with the hedge. And then what? You're even. You could decide to take the hedge off there. Maybe it starts to turn. You close this out and you catch a big dip. That's what I did on Friday. No bull. No bull. And then rode that thing down, man. So you can see these moves here. You don't even have to be that fancy. Now that's getting a little lucky, but you know what, man? I noticed you get blackjack more the more you play cards. Look at these are 5-minute moves though, but this is the fractal pattern. So if I take that off of there and I go, wow, what do you mean? Man, give me the weekly, bro. You know, do we see fractal moves? Do we see moves? Yeah, it's like, yeah, man. Look at that doji right there at the bottom. Runs up. There's no reason to get out of this if it stays on this. Guys, as long as price, I want you to think on this. This is where we begin to layer over things. Right now, I'm talking to you about time continuity, about seeing price the same. It's going through the same fractal pattern. It's just broke down. But as you begin to expand your knowledge in looking at moving averages, as long as price is on this side of them, it's just going up. They got to come together to bring it down. So once we start to go sideways, now look, you're sideways and this bar goes doji and everything just went extreme. So we've already sold into that. So we've had selling signals, trimming. We now have topping signals that price starts to go sideways, right? We then have rolling over of moving average signals, right? You see confluence of indicators. As you trade, you're going to get more and more intuitive. As you invest, you get more and more intuitive. I'm just talking on technicals right now. I'm not even talking about using reports, newsletters like the petersreport.com. Mine, maybe subscribe to Morningstar, Seeking. I don't know. You have these things. You know, I subscribe to Barron's. So I'm always reading. I spend thousands a year on research and information. I pay people to help me, and we watch and we scan and we're looking for fractal pattern setup so that we can take profits and roll them forward in other things. That's trading, man. That's trading. Anybody can try that, by the way, and you can practice. Okay. So we can look at the S&P 500 now and we can say overall big picture, you know, it's just in this big channel. So inside of that channel, we can see what? Stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. What started to go forward went right back, boom, stage 2, headed up. And each successive time it started to go 3, it kept going up until what? Till it came down. Well, that one started to go, what happened? Breaks it. Now we know we're in free fall. I'm not even trying to get in this until what? Price shores up and starts to go sideways. And so every day I'm just trying to be in the here and now. I'm trying to trade in the here and now. I don't know what's going to happen in the election. Doesn't matter. I'm in flow. I just stay in flow. Stage 1, 2, or 3. So if we look on a daily chart, where's price? Where's price? Stage 3, the rollover, boom, there's your signal. It's definitely a 3, most likely going into 4. Where's the 4 end? Right here. How do you know? Right here. And then here it confirms. And then here is your stage 1. So let me mark this. You guys keep listening. I have to start right from where we are. This is how I get into a trade. I'd look and see where are we at on the money flow. Price is above the 5-day exponential average. 5 days at 50, 570, 50. $572. The S&P 500 on a daily chart. Is there a higher high? Yes. But where is price? It's above the 5-day. Where's the 5-day? It's below it. 569. Where's the 20? 564. They are numerically aligned. The smallest. They're numerically aligned. 5, 10, 20. And price is above all of them. And where's the RSI? Where's the relative strength index? Pointing up. Everything is up, man. Momentum. So I just trade in flow. Is there any reason for me to take down a leverage trade or a trade? If I was day trading this, I would do the same. I would have already taken some down if I was taking some down, but it didn't hit. So we're still in this original trade. Anchor point, stage 1, breakout. Now we're running. stay in flow then. And the charts, they go left to right. The charts, left to right. Market moves up 70% of the time. Man, appreciate you attending Sunday service. Appreciate everyone here. I'll see you guys. See what's up, man. I do appreciate you. We talked about time continuity. We talked about the fractal nature of price. We talked about the alignment of the numerical alignment of moving averages and where's price in relation to that. And charts go left to right. And the indexes. And say every stop. I said index.